Well, Meg, thanks for being here. We're excited to have you here and just talk a little bit about your involvement with Family Promise. So first off, if you could just kind of introduce yourself and what you do, and then maybe a little bit about how you first got connected to Family Promise.
Sure, absolutely. So I have a business called Cailini Coastal, which means Coastal Girls in Irish. It's named for my two daughters. And it is an e-commerce shop that sells luxury coastal-inspired home decor and accents. And an interesting story I'll share that you know is my parents were both very involved with charities, always in their life, and definitely passed that down to my brother and I to, always help others and always, whether it's, time or monetary donations, to always give back. And my father's now retired, and he's sort of dedicated his life to charity and doing nonprofit work. And when I sort of honed in on Family Promise, I sent him the link to the website, and I asked him if he knew of the organization and what he thought. And it turned out that my late mother, who actually had passed away when I was in college, was personally involved in the charity and the organization when it was Interfaith Hospitality Group in New Jersey at our local church in New Jersey. And she'd given my father two organizations before she passed that were important to her to keep giving to. And Family Promise was one of them. So for me, there was something that really drew me to the organization. And then when I heard that story, it was sort of the stars aligned, like, okay, this is the one.
Yeah. But something that was like pretty incredible is, for a lot of businesses, when the pandemic hit, they knew it was going to be a difficult time, but you kind of flipped the script and decided to give 100% of your profits during this time. What was the motivation for that kind of switch?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I really wanted to use this business to do good and to help others. And I felt like if the business failed, but it helped other people, it really succeeded. And then the pandemic happened, and talking with you and with talking to the national headquarters about the urgent need, it was really like, it wasn't even a thought. It was sort of this realization of, I'm launching the business. I came to this amazing organization that my mother was involved in, and now their need is more than ever. Sort of, this has to be right now all about helping. I sometimes believe that things, when you're fueled by something positive, good things happen. And the business has grown far more than I ever could have imagined. We had 100 orders in our first week. It's just where I thought it would be maybe year 3 and 5 months, and I'm self-funded, so it's really amazing. And we've already been able to make some great contributions from the business, and more to come. Bringing the Cailini Coastal followers, we've got a fast-growing Instagram page along, and educating them about this organization beyond just the monetary donation. And my background is PR, is sort of like, how do we help by just spreading the word? And who knows, how many people may have donated on their own.
It's really funny just how, everything kind of falls in line. And I think our interaction with you has been so incredible because you initiated the conversation with the national organization, and they introduced you to me. And then not only have you continued to engage in, giving monetarily and promoting us on your website, but you've reached out personally to find out, what do you need, right? What is the need right now? And for us, that's so important because the needs are always changing, right? Yeah. Like when we opened our distance learning, right? You were like, what do you need? What do the kids need? Over the summer when we were looking for ways to cool the kids down, you're like, what can I do to help? And those types of questions are really meaningful and encouraging for us because it's someone that's willing to invest time. It's kind of like, it's great to get a gift card for your birthday, but when someone gets you a gift that you really care about, you know that they spent time and energy on that. And that's what we sense from you and your business. And so we really appreciate that. And we know that by sharing that with your, the followers on Instagram and the people that buy from you, there are more people out there like you that will be able to come in and partner with us. So we're really excited about that.
Thank you.
Anything else that you want to share with us before we end our time together?
Yeah, I would just say, to you and your incredible team, I think it's really inspiring to be partnered with an organization that you really believe in. And I feel as though that's completely what's happened here. And, from the business standpoint, of course, my business sells luxury home decor, and the sort of thought in terms of communicating our partnership to customers was that, anyone who's shopping from Cailini Coastal is in a very different situation, and they're very fortunate to be able to buy a fancy picture frame or fancy table lamp. But, these families who are really just looking for that basic need of having that home and having that security. And I think the work that you all do, and not just sort of putting a Band-Aid on, and that's what I was really drawn to. And here's a new home, and tap you on the back and good luck, best of luck, is really what drew me in, and all about that sustainable independence and the work that you're doing to ensure that they're able to, when they get back on their feet, stay, back on their feet is so amazing. And it's what really stood out to me too. So kudos to all of you.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate all that you've done and every way that you've helped. And so we're excited to continue to partner with you.
Likewise.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.